Welcome. We're gonna talk about data analyst, and my name is Edgar Nunez. Okay. So, in order to talk about data analyst, I would like to talk before a little bit about some concepts which are key to try to understand and differentiate all these different roles in the data analytic science. Okay, so in order to start, what does data science mean? Data science is the study of the data to extract meaningful insights for business. This kind of science, it works, or it has like an very direct relation with other fields like our mathematics, statistics, artificial intelligence, and computer engineering in order to analyze all these large amounts of data in the best way. Okay, so now what does big data means? Okay, the big data is the data that contains a greater variety, arriving in increasing volumes and with more velocity is stored and is coming from all different kind of devices as smartphones, TVs, satellites, anything which can be stored in a digital way is considered a big data. Also, we can think the big data as a mass of data which is not classified yet. Okay, there exists like some frameworks which can help to analyze this kind of data, which is Hadoop, and Hadoop uses a technique called parallel processing, in which take one task and then divide it into different mini tasks in a different machines. So in order to make easier and faster to organize and analyze the data. Okay, so now data statistic and I'm sorry, data analytic. This data analytic is a process of examining data sets in order to find trends, draw conclusions about the information, um, and we can think this kind of data analytics like four different person. Okay, this person are their common goal is to process all this raw data and becomes usable knowledge that can be acted on for a business. Okay, all these people worked together in order to have all these trends or conclusions which can be the best recommendation for the goal of the company or business. Okay, we have the descriptive data analytic who use summarize and visualize historical data. He's just asking him like what happened here. We have the diagnostic one who is in charge to answer the question why happened, and then he start to identify the trends. The predictive one, the predictive one is in charge to create all these forecasts. Also, he is the responsible for the model building and validation to create optimized simulations, which can help him to oh, help them to try to get the best recommendation. And finally, we have the Hokage, right? The prescriptive one, who is this guy with a lovely beard, who is in charge of do the to recommend the best solution for the business. He needs to be an expert in machine learning and neuronal networks, and he has to know every step before him. He needs to be an expert for all types of data analytics previously mentioned. Okay, so now trying to find a job who matches with maybe our work circumstances. I realized that at least 90, at least all the jobs that I found for data analytics, even for the entry level, uh, requires or demands a bachelor degree. So I found this job in a company called CGI, which has 10,001 employees. Uh, it's a company which was founded in 1976 and practically is like a consultory. Um, it's a consulting services firms in the world. Mm, I think they use all this kind of data in order to get better recommendations about um, investment, and they are locked in Texas, I think so. The main offices. Okay, we see, yeah, Dallas, Texas. The title of the job is data analyst entry level, and the future duties or the main responsibilities is to become a subject matter expert on business intelligence tools as a Tableau. You have you will be using Microsoft Power BI, ArcGIS, Looker, and MicroStrategy. This is the part which I think it matches with our course, which is we have to learn about various technology stacks, how they connected to an impact by tools. Stacks, I think, a data type, and design a build scalable data pipelines and models using Python or SQL. Okay, so as we have been studying, I think we need to design all these data pipeline structure, which starts since the data collection. I think we're gonna work with a lot of dark data, or we're gonna try to separate the dark data from the useful one. We wanna have to prepare all this data, to analyze the data, and to have the act decision making, which we're gonna use the reports. We have to use the machine learning to develop and test dashboards, reports, um, and some skills like non-technical skills are, I think, the way that we need to educate and learn from other team members. That thing is very curious to me because I think in this field there could be like a lot of various people. So we need to learn to work to develop like these teamwork values in order to get better results. Okay. And here the required qualifications, as I told you, they are asking for a bachelor's degree for an entry level. So Technology information systems or related field. We need to understand our emerging technologies and role to play transforming the business for digital era, about concepts, intelligence tools, clouds, machine learning. This is another topic who have been so present in all these different jobs that I look in. They talk a lot of SQL, experience with SQLs, Python, and to have this kind of attitude, which they denominate as a passion for continuously learning and develop knowledge. Okay, and maybe the sad part, or not sad, but I will say like, okay, for a bachelor degree required qualification, but for an entry level, I don't know if this is like too bad or I don't know because I mean, we have to remember that this position, this job is in Dallas, Texas, right? So the things in Texas are so different from here. So practically, they are just saying that depends on the circumstances of each case that you have been working on it. You will have an estimate which will be between 52K and 91K. So I think there's like a big difference. It's almost a double difference. But that's it. Um, of course, we cannot apply this kind of position when we got our associate degree, but I think this thing can work to us as a path of all these technologies of this profile who the companies are asking for. Okay, so thank you so much.